Alright, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of 1ON1 with 8. And I'm here with a special guest, man. So, first and foremost, for those who don't know who you are, I'd like to tell everybody who you are and where you from.
My name Kamani, aka Biggs. It's my street name. However, from south side of East Orange, North area.
Alright, so tell us a little bit about how it was coming up over there.
I mean, I grew up in a good family, a very good family.
Yeah.
I chose to go this route. Go to school, being around, one of my best friends. He was, he a gang member. My cousins. Start hanging around the guys. I was always a little tomboy, so, it just led me to the streets. Sell a little weed, stuck in the streets. My big homie was once, my manager.
Yeah.
Turned into gang life. I mean, my childhood life was pretty much good until I strayed the other way. You know what I'm saying?
And when you start, like, what year was this when you really started?
I became blood when I was 15 years old. So I was young. You understand what I'm saying? It wasn't like a lot of females back then was becoming a gang member. It was like me and my friends was in the house one day and we all used to bang a set and we like, oh, tomorrow we're gonna become blood. And I was the one to do it. And when everybody did, why would you do that? And I'm like,
that's what you said we
supposed
were
to
gonna
do it.
Yeah.
And they start laughing at me and stuff like that, but I got my ass whooped. For my parents, from the gang members,
everybody.
my mother. I was punishment for like 6 months, man.
Everybody took turns. I'm saying, so you decided to stick with it and see it through, and
I did. In the beginning, it meant well, gang member for Bloods anyway. It wasn't always a bad thing until loyalty started getting in a way of people. Everybody started being grimy, but it wasn't always like this. Like we actually stood for something back then. You understand what I'm saying?
It had a structure, it had a foundation.
Exactly. It was really brother and sisterhood. You understand what I'm saying? It
was organized.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Like it was organized. It had a purpose.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I think once it became like commercialized, right?
Right.
Like it became, more of a fad type of thing.
Everybody wanted to be down. Yeah. Basically.
Yeah. And so what was it like? Like you got into any trouble or anything, like serious trouble?
Of trouble. I mean, for the most part, when I was young, I used to be out on the block with the guys, whatever the case was. I used to be sneaking in, because my parents ain't played that. I had to be in the house at a certain time. I had to go to school, couldn't cut class. I had family members that was janitors and security guards, so I couldn't in the school.
Damn.
So I used to come to school. I used to throw my flag on. I used to be out fighting and stuff like that, doing all types of stuff. And as I, basically graduated from high school, it, my behavior changed. I was selling drugs, heavy. I was in the street, really gang banging, swinging here, swinging there, doing this and doing that. And I found myself, like, getting into a world of trouble. I got locked up. My first charge I caught when I was, 17. Okay. My mother didn't know about it. Caught another one right after that. Messed up my record as soon as I turned 18. And then things went worse and worse and worse, and eventually I got locked up for a body. Me, my best friend, and my other man. You understand what I'm saying? And that situation, like, thank God, like, we took it to trial, whatever the case was, and we overcame the situation. But them 5.5 years was like the scariest 5.5 years of my life. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you don't know how much you value life until you get into a situation, and it's like, damn, you sitting there signing trial papers, and they tell you to add it up and put the number at the bottom. I added up 122 years. Feel me? And I'm like,
that's what you was looking at.
Yeah, you understand what I'm saying? It's like you're gambling with your life. Like, should I take this plea or should I just? And you like, nah, I went with my heart. You understand what I'm saying? I'm like, you know what? However it go, I just gotta be prepared for it. You understand what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
And I basically gambled with my life. You feel me? And with that situation, it was a lot of, as we all know, like it was a lot of.
Yeah. So okay, right? You was looking at, what'd you say, $120?
$122.
$122, right? And you out on bail at this time, or you sitting in there?
I sat in there. I sat in the county before my trial started. I sat in the county for about 4 years.
Okay.
And that was all county time, awaiting trial. You understand what I'm saying? And all through the four years, it's like me and my co-defendants, we talking to each other, we conversing, and we like, yo, what we gonna do?
Yeah.
At 4 years, you know, my co-defendant like, yo, let's just take a plea.
Yeah.
I said, what? Like, I didn't come all this way just to take a plea. You understand what I'm saying?
You could have did that 4 years ago.
4 years ago. Yeah. Now you talk 4 years ago, and you're like, all right, come on, like let's take these numbers and get up out of here, because that's scary. No matter whether you're innocent or guilty, it's still a situation where
it ain't in your hands.
It ain't in my hands. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, either I take this or I just gamble. When I could be free, or I could do life. You understand what I'm saying? But that's the choices you make when you into this lifestyle. You understand what I'm saying? And that's this situation. I had a best friend that I was cool with, and he was part of the situation.
Okay.
He basically he brought me into the drug dealing life, or whatever the case is.
Put you into the fast life, so to say.
Right. And he, should I say, look, I ain't gonna cut no corners. Like, he told.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, him along with my other best friend, who I was locked up with, his best friend.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? And he said some things that he wasn't supposed to say that me, myself, I wouldn't have said, or I wouldn't have did to him.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it turned families against families, friends against friends. Like, I mean, it hurt, but it's like at the end of the day, he go his way, I go my way. You understand what I'm saying? I made it out the situation, but sometimes I do think, like, what if I didn't make it out the situation?
Yeah. What if it would have been that 122?
Exactly. It's like, damn. And it wasn't like he wasn't facing nothing.
Yeah.
It was just like, you just threw me under the bus, like we never had a friendship a day in our life. Like, and
that shit is.
We see each other today.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? And situations come up where people, you know.
Yeah.
Of course, people,
it's out in the air.
It's in the air. People know. But my thing is, we never had that sit down. We never had that talk. And I'm gonna be honest. Like, I don't want to talk.
Yeah.
I don't want to have that situation. I don't want to have that conversation.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Because what's done was done. He go his way. I just go my way.
Yeah.
Like,
It's easier for you to keep it.
Right. Because I once had love for him.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, me being me, a lot of people don't see it in my eyes. They be like, man, I don't see how you still fuck with him. And I'm like, man, like, I don't fuck with him.
Yeah.
But it's like, I had love for you. I don't want nothing to happen to you. So I'm going to just mind my business and you can just stay your way. You understand what I'm saying?
Because motherfuckers don't understand the level that y'all fucked with each other on.
Right.
So now it's like, okay, if y'all see each other in passing, and a motherfucker be like, nah, I don't see how you still fuck with him. It's like, yo, I don't fuck with him. If you think it's this is fucking with him, you have no idea what our past life was like, because we fucked with each other to the max.
To the max.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't get me wrong, and I ain't gonna sugarcoat shit.
Yeah,
at one point in time, it was like, that's what it was. Like, but as I grew older, it's like, yo, I got a future ahead of me. I can't sit there and dwell on the past. I don't get nowhere.
Yeah. You
understand what I'm saying? And the people that I was locked up with, we still close, or whatever the case is. And the conversations comes up, but I have never had this one-on-one with anybody to talk about the situation in an open like this. I haven't brought it up to nobody, but it was once upon a time when, you know, somebody tried to say I'm the female in the crew. So it was like, you know, she telling.
Yeah. Well, by default, it's her.
It's like,
and
telling on who?
Yeah. And okay, so it already happened, but they had you pegged as what, the mastermind for the shit, right?
The mastermind, yeah.
So if you the mastermind, who is it? Who the fuck is it for you to tell them?
Who I'm telling them?
Who is it for you to tell them?
Who am I telling them?
But I guess
I'm facing more time than everybody that I'm in the case with.
You said you looking at $122. You know what I mean? And
then
it's
the
just
thing
like
is, the people that they say I'm telling on,
yeah,
y'all not even charged with nothing.
yeah.
Like when I seen, that morning when they came and got us, it was like our names on the screen. FBI fugitives looking for yada yada yada. I don't want to announce my co-defendants' names or whatever the case is, but it's like, yo, where his name at?
Yeah.
Where his name at?
Yeah.
It's like, well, I'm telling on you and I'm charged.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? And it basically, it got me mad as hell. I'm like, yo, one thing for sure, two things for certain. In any situation, if there's a female involved, it's always, yo, she gonna fold.
Yeah.
This ain't that.
Yeah.
This wasn't that. It's never gonna be that. That ain't me, ain't never gonna be me. And then once everything came in the air, my paperwork came out and everything like that, and then once the actual trial started, it's still people that really speak on our situation that don't know about our situation.
Yeah.
And all I say is Google my name.
That's it. That's it. And right about now, they could come watch this interview now.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, people never heard me speak on it. People just know, oh yeah, she was locked up with such and such and such and such. They home. But y'all didn't think we had a whole trial. Yeah. That a lot of people attended. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying?
A lot of people.
But I let bygones be bygones. I ain't with the whole snitching shit. You a rat. Stay away from me. Yeah. Stay away from me. And I don't care if it's my brother. Yeah. Stay away from me. Yeah. Stay away from me. Yeah. I'm not with none of that shit. You can't be my friend. We can't be cool. None of that shit. Like, nah.
I mean, at some point, you got to draw a line in the sand, right? Yeah,
because at the end of the day, whether I'm still in the streets or not, it still could get me caught up in some type of way. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I live by that code in every situation. That's what, like, secret. Like, this is my brand. I stand by this. Yeah. Whether it's in a relationship, whether it's in a friendship, or whether it's in the streets, I live by that. You understand what I'm saying? And secret stand for a whole different type of.
Hold up, before you jump into it. Secret of secrets, right?
Yeah.
Secret of secrets. Yeah. We gonna get to them now. Fuck it. We there?
Cool.
We there. Let's jump into it now, yo. Secret of secrets. Tell us what that is.
Secret of secrets. Alright. It's a clothing brand that I started maybe last year sometime.
Okay.
I always been into fashion. You understand what I'm saying? Dressing, getting fly. Yeah. That been my thing. Like a lot of people don't know, I could draw. Yeah. Like I gotta.
Oh yeah, I know that.
Yeah.
And before we even go to Secret of Secrets, we can go back to the Devil Bag Boy thing. Yeah. Alright, we gonna leave it there. We gonna leave. That's how far back we can take it, but we gonna leave it there.
Yeah, that was my shit, man. Yeah. That was the good days, though.
That's what I'm saying. Before this whole incident happened, you know what I mean. You always been off your shit.
Yeah.
Since I've known you, you know what I mean. That's like I said. That is years back. So.
Right.
Just even by, you know what I mean, even before the Duffel Bag Boys, we've been locked in. So, you know what I mean? So y'all already know how far that goes back. But yeah, you've been doing this shit since day one. You know what I mean? So, yeah, back to the Secret of Secrets, though.
Yeah, so, I had a friend, or whatever the case was, and she, alright, let me rewind.
Alright, good.
I got married when I came home from my bed. I settled down, whatever. I had a lady, and my marriage went sour, and she had a friend, and I had a friend. I was basically like, me and my friend's girl, we was creeping, which was also my wife's friend.
Gotcha.
And we ended
so you
up...
backdoored your wife.
Yo, she backdoored me first, bro.
Alright, well,
she backdoored me first. We planned to have a child.
Okay.
And she started creeping with the dude we were supposed to have a child with.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Alright, well, hey, you know what they say? Don't nothing beat the cross but the devil cross.
Right. So I did. I'm not gonna sit there and say I was right about the situation. Like,
but it is what it is, though.
Right. I'm happy.
That's it.
I'm happy now.
That's all that counts.
Person I'm with, like, it was a secret for a long time.
Yeah.
Like, we kept it between us,
Mm-hmm.
and I was 100% wrong for the situation. Like, I'm a woman at the end of the day. I can admit to my faults, but she made me happy. That's the person behind my change.
Mm-hmm.
That's the person behind everything that I'm doing right now.
Mm-hmm.
She motivates me.
Yeah.
She supports me, and that's vice versa.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
So that's a big shout out to her then.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
right. So, my wife never believed in me. It was something that I brought up to her, and she just was like, I don't think you should do that.
That's a hurting feeling.
So I put it to the back. You understand what I'm saying?
That's a lot to throw in your back,
right.
yo.
Now I brought the situation up to my current girlfriend, and she like, hey, you know, that's what I do it. So I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna do it.
Word.
You understand what I'm saying? My grandmother and grandfather, they like, yo, do it.
Yeah.
So I put my mind together, sketch some things up. You know, everybody start off with, you know, hoodies, shirts, and stuff like that. I got into some trouble recently, or whatever the case is. Maybe back in January when the pandemic first started.
Okay.
I was locked up for about maybe 5.5 months. And in between time, my grandmother passed away from the virus.
Gotcha.
So that kind of, you know, motivated me even more to do what I had to do.
Yeah.
I said, you know, you sitting in the cell, you like, yo, man, like, I can't be doing this type of shit no more. Like, I'm 32. I gotta tighten up. I started planning. I'm talking about first week I'm home. I'm like, yo, I need this. I'm calling manufacturer. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. I'm doing that. And before you know it, like, things with Secret to Secret just jumped off. Like right now, a lot of people don't even, you know, I don't announce my business. I'm very, you know, private. It's like I got a lot of couple NFL players, couple NBA players, and, I mean, emotions. So it's like, you know, things is, you know, moving at a fast pace right now.
It's doing its thing.
Sometimes I can't even believe how fast everything is coming along. But I'm gonna just say, like, for the most part, like, I'm blessed.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Sure. And that's the thing, is like, you always had the mind frame and the hustle, right? But now you just got the right product.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, you had to go through what you went through for you to get where you at now.
I had to tell myself that I always told myself I wasn't working for the white man. Period. Period. And you know, you down and out sometimes, and I got to a point where I'm like, yo, I can't keep selling drugs all my life. Like, that's all I knew. And I'm like, yo, I can't get no job. I had a record. I was down and out. I'm like, yo, man, I can't keep on doing this shit. Like, you understand what I'm saying? And one day I'm just like, yo, I'm never selling a drug a day in my life. It's over. It's over. I don't want no feds. I don't want no police. I don't want no type of authorities coming after me for nothing.
Word.
Like, I got a niece, I got family that really believe in me. Like, you understand what I'm saying? I got people that look up to me. And I got little homies that look up to me. You understand what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, like, right now, I lead by example. And I'm not going to have y'all out here doing something that I'm not doing. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you should know, like, you know. Like, this shit ain't all about...
You know, I know.
This shit ain't all about drugging, shooting, and doing all that extra shit. Like, it's a brighter side to this situation. And we gotta wake up one day.
Yeah, because you gotta, like, when you realize that you got people behind you, right? You gotta decide where you lead them to. Right. And it's just like, you know, like, one thing I believe in is, I do what I do for the people who believe in me. I don't do what I do for the haters and the doubters.
Exactly.
I'm not doing this for y'all.
Exactly.
I might allow y'all to motivate me, but I'm not doing this for y'all. I'm doing this for the people who believed in me when I was down, when I was out, when, you know what I mean, saying, like your situation, if I come to you and shoot you an idea, and that ain't gonna work, or, you know what I mean, you nix me off, cool. You know what I mean? And if I'm over here, I'm chopping up with you, yo, I wanna build a new empire, I wanna build the new Empire State Building, and you like, even if you don't even see my vision, it's like, yo, well, fuck it, let's see how we can make it work. That's what I'm rocking with.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
And right now, these young, like, I'm gonna be honest, like, you got a whole group of young boys that's wild right now. You understand what I'm saying? They ain't got no type of leadership, no type of guidance. You understand what I'm saying? And I have a lot of young young dudes that look up to me.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? And I'm not gonna sit there and tell them like that's the way to go, cause just like Big Bro said, like shout out to Tuck.
Word.
You understand what I'm saying? Like it's a new movement going on now.
Mm-hmm.
And if you ain't with it, like what y'all doing?
Yeah.
You feel me?
Like you helping lead to our destruction.
Exactly,
right?
exactly. Like
if I got 100 people that listen to me, and I could tell all y'all go grab a gun and go kill each other, and y'all do it's like all that's on my
what
hand.
does that say about me?
Yeah, what did that say about me?
You understand what I'm saying? If I got a whole bunch of little homies in jail, I ain't doing something right.
Word.
You understand what I'm saying?
Word.
That's why I like to see them. Like, I got a whole bunch of little bros. Like, shout out to them. Like,
Yeah.
they doing their thing right now.
Definitely shout out to them, man.
That doesn't go unnoticed. You understand what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
You got the knucklehead straight away. Go ahead, do your thing. Yeah. Don't come to me when you. I ain't tell you to do no dumb shit.
Word up.
You understand what I'm saying? You see what I'm doing, so you supposed to be following my lead.
Word. And I'm giving it to you play by play.
I get into a position, it's like y'all good. I'm gonna make sure y'all good. Just let me work.
That's a fact. And from there, I want to get into what inspired you to do Secret of Secrets, right? So we got into it, but collectively, if you could pick, like, you know what I mean, something that's specific that inspired this.
For the most part, my grandmother.
Yeah.
It's like we always spoke about it
Mm-hmm.
when she was here.
Mm-hmm.
And she basically told me, follow my dream. She always believed in me, her and my grandfather.
That's what's up.
And one thing I just don't want to do is let them down. You understand what I'm saying? So every time I feel like I'm going to give up, I just think about her.
Word.
And they be like, nah, I can't.
Word.
I can't. Like, I got people that believe in me.
Word.
And she was a big motivation for me. She was into the same type of thing I'm into.
Okay.
Fashion. She loved drawing. She loved art. And I know if she was here right now, she'd be proud of the person that I changed. I'm not changed, but
that you grew
that
into.
I grew into. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? So that was a big motivation for me, and it still is. I keep that type of drive.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? I got one grandparent left.
Mm-hmm.
My other grandparents, they going too. So it's like he looked for me to do. I'm the oldest grandchild, so he looked for me to lead by example.
Yeah.
And in many ways, I'm a leader. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I just try not to fail the people that look up to me.
That's what's up. So big shout out to the grandparents, man.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? And from there, I want to get into what's next for the brand. What's next for Secret of Secrets?
Well, I got a lot of stuff cooking up.
Alright, that's all I like that.
Yeah, I got a lot of stuff cooking up. I don't really want to spoil nothing, but I got a lot of stuff cooking up. Like between now and I would say February.
Okay, be on the lookout.
Yeah,
be on the lookout.
It's going down. It's gonna get even more spicy. I got a fashion show coming up too. Like nobody, I didn't announce it, but shout out to Shalana, man.
Okay.
Shalay Lash.
Yeah.
Shalay Furniture. She's doing a little bit of everything. Like me and her supposed to have something cooking up for a fashion show.
All right.
And anybody want to interested in being in a fashion show, y'all can holler at us too. Any fashion designers, any clothing lines, anybody you too, yeah.
Jump in that DM.
Yeah, jump in the DM and holler at us, man. It's supposed to be some not no hood stuff.
Yeah.
It's gonna be in a real
Yeah,
suburban area.
Gonna make it elegant?
Right, yes.
Okay.
Grown and sexy. You can't come in there dressed to impress. All of that.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna be a real fashion show.
All right, so you know what I mean. You can count me in.
I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate.
So look, we got Biggs here. You know what I mean. The Secret of Secrets came through. You got any secrets you want to drop on us?
Can't tell.
That's what it's about, Secret of Secrets, right? You know what I'm saying? So y'all want to thank you again for coming through.
Appreciate it, yo.
Appreciate you coming through.
I appreciate this, man.
Any shout outs or anything you want to get to people before we dip?
Shout out to my family, man. They my biggest supporters. My friends, they all supporting me right now. Like I can't really complain. Anybody who don't support me, I don't feel no type of way or nothing. Like at the end of the day, like I'm gonna prevail over all of that.
As you should.
Word.
Thank you again for coming through.
Yo.
All right, to the next one, yo. We out.